Now at 5, we've learned a little girl from Paulding County who died during a field trip was only 6 years old.
Officials say she was found unresponsive in a swimming pool.
Our McGarity community will come together with compassion and care as we remember our classmate.
Victoria King was kind, joyful, and brought light to everyone that knew her. When the 6-year-old left home for the McGarity Elementary School field trip October 8th, her parents expected her to come back. She never did, and her family never got answers until now. An Atlanta News First investigation documenting Victoria's last moments.
We need you. There's a girl drowning in the pool. Carlson Farms, Ruffmart. We need immediate help.
What's going on?
She's been in the pool for a while. We couldn't find her. It was a field trip.
Okay, so you guys lost a child?
Yeah, they just lost. We just found her in the pool.
You found her in the pool? Is she breathing?
Is she breathing? No, we're doing CPR.
There were at least 2 other 911 calls.
Their resident's going to be at the house by the pool at White House. They are doing CPR on the child. They're unsure how long she was in the pool.
School staff unsure of how long she was in the pool because they didn't know how long she'd been missing. Bystanders continued CPR. Well, what they needed was an automated external defibrillator, or AED, a medical device that delivers electric shock to restore normal heartbeats.
Sir, do you have an AED? No?
Okay, my officers should be pulling up.
You have an AED? What?
The ambulance is 1 minute away, okay? But my officers should be pulling up. Are the officers there yet, or?
The officers are here, but no one has an AED.
You said no one has a what?
No one has an automatic external defibrillator. No one has one here.
Okay. The ambulance is 1 minute away, so they should be there shortly, okay?
Can we check if the buses have an AED? Do the buses have one?
There was no AED. Not in the police car that just arrived, not at the field trip location, Carlton Farms, not even on the Paulding County school bus. Atlanta News First Investigates found new state law required all Georgia public schools to have at least one AED on campus no later than July 1st, 2025, also mandating it at any school-related function. But the state legislation does not explicitly state if this includes off-campus field trips. McGarity Elementary does have an emergency action plan for the use of AEDs at school, but the plan does not mention whether the device should be present on field trips as well.
84 is on the scene.
At 12:22, 6 minutes after the first 911 call, the ambulance arrives on scene. It didn't leave for the hospital until 12:47. That's 25 minutes later.
Do we have a destination for EMS?
They're not in a pool.
Crews were headed to Atrium Health Polk Medical Center, 11.8 miles away, about an 18-minute drive. It was the closest hospital. But while they were on the way, county EMS logs show the hospital asked the crew not to come, saying they were not equipped to handle pediatric, only one doctor. Internal dispatch transmissions confirmed the dilemma too.
Pulse is wondering if you can reroute to Rome. They're advising they're not equipped to handle pediatric.
Are they not equipped to handle a cardiac arrest?
Stand by.
Don't even worry about it. We'll go to a hospital in Rome. Thank you.
Rome, Floyd County, where the next closest facility was Atrium Health Floyd, 31 minutes from the farm where Victoria drowned, even further away from the first hospital. When all was said and done, from the first 911 call to ambulance arrival at the Rome Floyd County Hospital, 1 hour, 24 minutes passed. Victoria ultimately passed too. This hospital rerouting is known as diversion. What is diversion?
Well, in a nutshell, hospitals get overwhelmed.
Dr. Cecil Bennett studies diversion across the state as a member of Georgia's Board of Healthcare Workforce.
It's very easy to get to a point where the system is just stressed, where the hospital can no longer safely take a patient. And now they divert it to another hospital, which causes a delay in treatment, causes increased complication possibilities, and in a worst case scenario, death of that patient.
Doctor staffing shortages and wall time are factors in diversion. Wall time is the period between an ambulance arriving with its patient and having to wait on the wall or in the hallway for the hospital to officially accept the patient. If a hospital has spiked wall times, they may divert other incoming ambulances to other facilities. On the day paramedics were trying to get Victoria to Atrium Polk, the closest hospital, it's unclear if the hospital's wall time was high. State documents show that in October, Atrium Polk was able to accept the majority of its ambulance patients within 11 minutes or less, according to the Department of Public Health data. DPH considers good wall time 20 minutes or less. But Dr. Bennett argues if a hospital enters diversion, it's because they absolutely need it. Still, it's unimaginable and difficult to comprehend the loss of Victoria, her family told us in a statement. Trial attorney Josh Schiffer.
We don't know exactly what happened here other than that the child was apparently diverted to a different healthcare facility because there wasn't enough emergency treatment available. But then that makes you ask the question, what's more basic than a drowning child when it comes to care availability?
Schiffer is not a part of this case, but the family has hired an attorney. Schiffer is a lawyer that successfully secured a civil verdict against a Georgia school.
It seems pretty difficult to sue a school district. Why?
It's virtually impossible to sue a school district in the state of Georgia, and it's actually written in our Constitution. If schools were forced to face a litany of lawsuits for every small or big complaint, they would waste enormous resources, and the business of schools educating our kids would never actually happen.
Not only does the sovereign immunity protection potentially complicate this case, but also recent changes in Georgia's liability law, known as tort reform, he says. The new state measures redefine negligence and modify how damages are calculated in civil suits, potentially paving an uphill battle for accountability.
It's common for juries to react strongly at the death of a child. Good plaintiffs' lawyers know that regardless of the law, an emotional case involving the death needlessly of a child is very motivating for jurors, and jurors are going to use their power to affect the community at large. They're going to be empowered to do that with their verdict.
She's been in the pool for a while. We couldn't find her. There was a field trip.
Okay, so you guys lost a child?
Yes, they just lost. We just found her in the pool.